All right. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the very first official episode of Mordo and RIGS Live. For those of you who don't know what that means, you probably shouldn't be watching this because if you really know who we are, Reese and I, my guy, then okay, this is terrible, Reese. I
No,
don't want
no,
to.
it's good. I like that. I like that
I don't want
intro.
to make it sound like. I want to make it sound like it's natural. That just sounded really forced, but
I
it is
mean,
what it is.
we're just gonna get better with time, bro. Like, come on,
Exactly.
this is
Just
literally our
yeah,
first
we'll leave it
podcast
in.
attempt. So like,
We'll leave it in.
we just gotta roll with it, you know?
We'll leave it in, of course. But yeah, I'm Bobby on
Okay.
Twitter. I am Bobby Meyer, as you know. Follow me if you don't.
Do you have anything
And
special you want to share about yourself for the first time?
anything special?
Yeah, like
Oh
any
man, I don't
talents
know.
or any
Oh, any
special likes?
talents? Man, I can. My special talent is I can say all the states in alphabetical order.
Okay,
So.
go.
All right, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming.
How'd you say Oregon, bro?
What?
You say like Oregon?
Oh yeah, no, I say. Well, I don't know. What did I say? Oregon, Oregon. I don't know. Oregon, Oregon,
I don't know, dude. I say Oregon.
tomato, tomato. Let's ask Brett what he thinks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
No, let's not ask
shout out
Brett.
Brett.
What if Brett's
Shout out
watching this
Brett.
podcast?
Then we'll say what's up. What's up, Brett? If you're watching this, how's
Okay.
it going?
Well, I feel like I got to do a little intro. First of
All right,
all,
go.
I'm sorry about the audio. I know like mine is probably only coming out of one side and his a little muffled, but it's our first podcast, so we'll probably improve on that with time. Uh, and we'll have guests in the future, but that's a car. That's our first guest. Um,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like walking down I'm like walking down campus right now.
well,
So,
dude,
if yeah,
the point of this podcast for us is to just chill and talk about life, bro.
exactly. Just keep it all natural, nothing forced. Just come to whatever or just talk about whatever comes to mind. It's a good time, man. It's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. So
All right, so let's just dive in. Um,
let's do it.
anything you want to talk about?
Oh man. Let's see. What is there to talk about? I don't know. Just how have you been? Let's start with that. How have you been?
Man, that's a tough one. That's a
I
real
know,
tough one
right?
right off the
It's
gate.
simple, but it's effective.
Okay, well, I think for everything going on, I think I could be doing a lot worse. Like I don't know, dude. Like I'm chilling, but I'm also not really doing nothing productive. So like
All
I
right,
don't
that's
know.
fine, dude.
I'm not chilling,
Hey, man.
but I'm
Just
chilling.
think of it this way, dude. We're in the middle of a fucking pandemic, and you're safe, you're healthy, you're good. You seem generally content with what you're doing right now.
For the most part.
uh, yeah, for the most, that's all it is. So again, I like how you said you could be doing a lot worse. But obviously, I think we should all strive as humans to be better every single day, no matter from what aspect of life it is, whether it's something small, something large. Just gotta find a way to better yourself. But at the same time, it's okay to feel content with where you are. You know.
I think you need a balance of both. I think you need a little bit of contentness in terms of being appreciative of what you have and where you are. But you also need that drive that, well, I want more. Like,
Oh no, no doubt. Like
I wanna, I don't want to do this or
because
whatever, you
yeah,
know?
because that falls into the line of if you're never content with where you are, then you're never gonna like if you're always looking ahead or looking at the future and like what you want to happen, you're never like that means you're not focusing on what you have right in front of you. And then by the time, time goes on, you realize, wow, I never actually like lived in the present.
Yeah,
And
and
I was
sometimes
just
you gotta just enjoy, bruh. Just gotta live, bro.
exactly
And
like
that's my complete argument for why I think everyone should do drug. No, I'm playing, bro. I'm playing. I'm playing.
uh
But like
yeah.
low key, I'm a person that's like, don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I think
Except
that's
some
a
shit
really
is
nice.
just obviously like, don't try that. Like if you're gonna go out and
Oh
try like
yeah.
heroin, bro, like no.
Yeah, strongly. I don't recommend doing that.
but
I've never done it, but I don't recommend anyone do it. Based off, common knowledge, don't do drugs.
yeah, or like
Well, not, well, don't do most drugs.
don't do most drugs, but if you want to try to get a little lit, if you know what you're getting into and you want to try Molly like one time, bro, go for it.
You know what? Exactly. I was actually thinking before I called you, I was thinking, because I was just like walking around campus because I just have some time to kill. And I was just thinking, like, dude, think about how little we matter in the grand scheme of things. Like literally, if you think about it,
I need to hear your points for
wh-
this because I have a few. I have a strong opinion on this actually.
all right, so it's nothing too crazy. It's just generally just realistically, unless there is some like substantial advancement in medicine, uh, within 80 years, we'll both be dead. Like,
Okay.
um,
And
so it's like where does these two little dots in the grand scheme of things, dude? Like, we live on a fucking planet. Like, what? Like this probably makes zero sense the way I'm explaining it, but it's just like we care about all these just things that we think matter so much at the like at the in the present.
mhm.
Like we care about what people think about us. We care about how to live a healthy lifestyle, all this stuff. But in the grand scheme of things, what does it matter if we're just gonna die anyways? Like
Okay.
we care way too much about what's going on in front of us,
But in
and
that
we worry.
perspective, what should you care about?
Honestly, nothing. But then again, that ties
What?
into.
What?
um,
No. No.
I
Okay.
know it really sounds like I'm trying to be like fake woke, but
No. I have a counter. I have
uh,
a counter argument to everything you said.
go for it.
Okay. So, have you ever had a very close friend or a loved one like do something that really hurt you ever?
Oh, absolutely.
And like that pain is like really bad, right? Like that's some of the worst pain you can feel outside of
Well,
physical pain, right?
oh yeah, because it kills because it comes from someone so close to you.
Dude, but if you think about that, you're a close person to other people and those people are a close person to other people. So I feel like if it affects you as a singular person that much, like one person doing something to you, you could affect someone else because of that. And like it obviously spreads out like that. And that's why I think shit like controlling your mood, controlling like how you react to shit, and like controlling when you react to shit. I feel like that's all important because I think we all do matter because as a humanity, it's like a baseball team, bro. If one person is down, it's gonna like spiral down and piss off the whole team and bring the whole team morale down. Like if one person is arguing with the ump completely, everyone else is gonna have like a slight against the ump, right? Like
Oh
that's
yeah.
that's how I feel about humanity in a whole. Like that's why I
Oh,
feel like
okay.
shit really does matter a lot. Like even though
So
like it doesn't seem like it does like on an individual, but we're also not individuals. We're like a whole as a world.
all right. So what you're saying is that it's kind of like the domino effect. Like everything that we do, it affects someone around us, and that is just like a continuous chain.
Yes,
So in a
exactly.
way, so our actions and our decisions and our thoughts, they do matter because they affect the close people around us, and then those thoughts that get affected by those people then continues on to more and more people as it continues to spread. So in a sense, our decisions, thoughts, behaviors, whatever it is, they truly, are never isolated just through us.
Yeah, that's like literally exactly what I'm saying. That's perfectly
Okay.
summed up.
All
Which
right.
is
No,
really
that's
cool to
actually a
think
good point.
about because like everyone knows like you can't like everyone knows you're technically alone in the world because you can't prove anyone else exists. But bro, I find that bullshit because I can prove other people exist just by feelings, bro, and I don't care if that's not rational or tangible. I can prove it through feelings, bro. If that makes sense.
Oh no, that makes complete sense. And all right, speaking of feelings, how are you? Actually, I was gonna ask how are you feeling, but I asked you how you doing. So if you want to ask me anything, go for it, man.
Okay. So since I'm not in class this semester and you
Okay.
are,
Yep,
I
I
know a
am.
lot of my friends in school right now that are doing in person classes, and I want to ask your
Yes.
opinion on in person class versus online class. Which you would prefer now during COVID, and which you prefer in general? Obviously, I would assume you prefer in person in general, but when do you think that that's going to be a good idea if you don't prefer that now?
Oh man, this is. I'm really glad you asked me this. I've been waiting to talk to some or like to rant about this. All right. So the way this is working for my university, right now is so I'm currently enrolled in 4 classes, and two of them are in person, but they're technically half in person because they want to divide the class up so it's not 120 kids in the same room. So I technically only go to two in-person classes a week because they're both or one of them is just class Monday, Wednesday. So I go in person on Monday, and then the other one is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I go in on Monday, but Wednesday and Friday, like Wednesday, the other half goes, and then on Friday, it's all online for everyone. So I'm really only in a classroom for about 100 minutes a week, which is really not that often. The rest is obviously, through Zoom or just, pre-recorded lectures, all that good stuff. So in terms of in-person versus Zoom lectures online, whatever you want to call it, um, definitely I'd rather be in person, um, just because you get the full atmosphere, you get the experiences with other people, you get real human interaction. You're not just staring at a screen for so long because like something that I've noticed is that my screen time, I'm sure this is for a lot of people,
Ooh.
but like my screen time's gone up so much since I've been back at school. Like I'm literally staring at a screen all day long, whether I'm in class or after class, just on social media or whatever. It's really taking a toll. Like you're just all like I don't think our brains or humans in general were meant to consume all this information all at once through whether it's social media, online learning, whatever it is. We're just consuming way too much information
It's a really good point.
uh, through online, through the web, whatever it is. That we're losing all these real life human interaction that we normally would get for 6 7 hours a day inside a classroom. But that's obviously all gone now, for the time being. And even like when you are in person in a classroom, at least for me, my experience as of right now, after being back for about like a little over a month, which is actually crazy. It's already been that long, but just like the in person, it's just not the same. You walk in, or how it works is you walk in through the same door, and you have to wipe your desk, you know, before you sit down. You have to wipe it thoroughly, and then obviously you have to have a mask on at all times. It's every other seat, so like you're not even sitting next to someone. And it's honestly just the same thing. Like you have your professor just going over the lecture, and you're really just sitting there, not really interacting with anyone because it's kind of hard to, because you have your mask on. It's hard to speak, or it's hard to hear. and you obviously can't get close to people, so you can't really like work with other students, which
Right.
is a big drawback. Um, so really, in person, it kind of seems irrelevant. It kind of seems pointless to me right now. But it honestly is such a nice. I will say it's been such a nice break from Zooms. Like when I get like I look forward to these in person classes because like it's just nice to be like in a classroom setting again. Like albeit it is so much different, so much less exciting. Like I really think that we took it all for granted.
Yeah, we
I mean,
really did,
like we
dude.
really like just it's even like the little things, just like
So much could have been done that could have prevented all of this from just like being so big, dude.
exactly like. But then again, there are I don't want to get into like is
Politics.
yeah,
Politics.
yeah, like is the coronavirus overblown? Whatever. Like, should we just go back to normal? I don't want to get into that, but um, but yeah, just versus in person versus Zoom. It's just I prefer in person, but it's still just not the same either way. But it's still just a nice break from being on Zoom all day because my other two classes it's all online,
Hmm.
and I just feel like I'm not really learning anything.
Dude, I think
You know,
that's
I
something that is like probably like underrated talked about like in person classes is like the teacher interaction really because everyone talks about like the just in person social aspect of it, but teachers really teach better in person. I feel like just
no, and like
especially some of
yeah,
these
not even.
old ones, bro. I bet some of them don't even know how to use the fucking internet, bro.
Oh no, yeah, I feel for them. Like it's yeah, technology is still kind of it's new to them. They
And
don't
that's your
know,
job now. Like you have to be on that your job, dude. That sucks.
well, yeah, because they've had like like they've had to go through like Zoom training sessions like all throughout the summer and like
They're like students
um
for a little bit, you know.
yeah, exactly. Um, so like, hang on, let me just cross through this little intersection.
Let me just cross this playground at 11:30 at night.
Playground, yeah, no, it's just all right, well, one second. All right, we're good. Um, but yeah, so what was I saying? Um, oh yeah, like these professors that not even just the professors, like even the little things of like working in groups with other students now, like in person, it's a little bit awkward at first, but generally like you get it going, then you have a good conversation. But
Mm-hmm.
now Zoom, breakout rooms.
Can
What
you
happens
see?
is after being in so many of them, what happens is you get in there, everyone's muted already, and people just don't feel like talking because like it's just it's so much more awkward. It's just so unnatural that no one says anything and nothing ever gets done. In the rare event there are instances where you actually do have a legit conversation, you get stuff done, but that happens one out of every like 40, 50 times. Like most times you're just sitting there in awkward silence, like, and it's just again like you're just losing out, you're missing out on that human interaction that you normally would get, and that's what scares me for the future upcoming generation of kids who are currently like in elementary school, middle school, who are missing out on the legit
We were
school
talking about
experience.
this the other day.
Yeah, we were the other day.
They're
Yeah, I
gonna
was
be
texting you
all
about it.
dweebs, bro.
And they're gonna be, yeah, I tweeted this out too. They're all gonna be weirdos. Like,
Oh
like,
my
they're
god.
missing out. They're missing out on recess, lunchtime. Like some of like my favorite memories like with my friends was like when I was younger, is just playing basketball at recess. Just
Sports,
talking
dude.
about sports at
Literally
lunch.
sports, dude.
Yeah, like like laughing in class, joking in class. All like the little things that people just like forget about. Like you have things like pep rallies and like like for like high school kids, we have like pep rallies. Dances,
Dances and fucking
socials, whatever it is. Like
dude,
uh,
and it's so hard to make friends during COVID, bro. Like even for
it's
like that's why I came back home partially because I was in DC, you know, because like
yeah.
you can't really make a new friend group somewhere that you don't
Oh
already
no.
have an established friend connection, unless like it's really hard to in a new place because like you can't really hang out with people you don't know because it's really scary now.
Oh no, yeah. Even like for me now, like yeah. So like this is my second year of college, and last year, I had my friend group, whatever. Like it was fun. We had a good time. It
Mm-hmm.
was relatively easy to make friends. You just made friends like with people who like you lived with, or you dormed with, whatever. But yeah, like you said, like now this year, like people have like their established friend groups, whatever. So it's harder to like, meet new people. Um, so I've actually gone outside my comfort zone and now joining these different clubs. I'm working two jobs now just to meet more people. Currently pledging a fraternity, which I never saw coming. So I just wanted to meet more people, like,
I feel.
and there's no other way to do that except joining shit. But even then, it's still limited. Like every event you do, it's all online. There's no in-person gatherings. Because of the regulations that, like the very strict restrictions and regulations that we have here right now. So like even then, it's still just hard. But you just have to make do the best way you possibly can. Like it's all a mess, man. It sucks. It really does. Like I feel so bad for college freshmen right now. Like
Dude, imagine.
thankfully I have a taste of what real college is like because of last year. But
I'm gonna
like,
I'm gonna miss just ever having it be the same because it's never gonna be the same again.
oh yeah, it's
Like,
never gonna be the same. Even when this shit, quote unquote ends, it's not. I'd say, at least 5% of people are still gonna wear masks everywhere they go in public.
oh yeah, for at
But like
least like
even then,
10 years,
oh yeah,
like
it's
at
just always gonna be
least.
like dude, it's always gonna be in the back of our heads. Like it's things like blowing out birthday candles on a birthday cake. That's probably never gonna happen again. Like
Ugh.
shit, like handshakes. Because like every time I meet someone new, I go, oh, I would shake your hand, but haha, like
Making
it's
out
just
with
like
strangers.
yeah, we don't gotta talk about
Wait,
that.
talk about what? I didn't say nothing, bro. What?
We don't
Hey,
we don't gotta talk
bro,
about
I didn't say
that.
nothing. I
we
literally
don't
didn't say nothing. I didn't say a damn thing, bro. I just
we
was
don't we don't
listening to shit.
we don't gotta talk about
We're
that.
not talking about
uh,
nothing. Yo, let's talk about our favorite jams of right now.
oh man, I've actually been listening to a lot of Radiohead recently.
Radiohead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
like
I don't know what Radiohead is.
they're like an alt rock band from like the late '90s, early 2000s.
I think I've heard of
Uh,
them,
yeah, I'm sure you have.
but
Like
I
they're a
don't know
relatively
I
popular
don't know
band.
a name. I don't know a song or nothing. Would I
Uh,
know a song?
I don't think so. They
Fuck.
have no one like true banger that like everyone just consensuously knows. Like,
Yeah.
but oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've been listening to them recently. What about you?
Dude, all my friends. Oh fuck, this sucks. All my friends are like, yeah, I'm kind of like diversifying from like just listening to one genre or listen to like, and I'm just like stuck here, still just listening to only rap. Just like I don't know, bro. Like that's what I enjoy.
But yeah, that's what you enjoy. Then that's what you got to do. Like it's all about what you enjoy. It's not about trying to fit in or trying to impress others by
No,
listening
I
to
do
some.
listen to some pop. Like I listen to some Jesse Reyes and Janae Aiko.
Uh,
I would say they're not rap, but they're still the hip
well, there
hop
you go.
genre, kind of. You know.
Oh, of course. But yeah, like please listen to whoever's listening to this, listen to what you enjoy. Don't give it like it doesn't
Listen to
matter what people
Raylo.
think of your
Like it
music
doesn't matter
choices.
if you like it or not. Listen to
Yeah,
Raylo.
stream Raylo for sure.
Dude, I
But yeah,
hope
like one
someone
thing, like,
listens to this podcast and is like, okay, now I'm gonna do that.
because like, dude, speaking just of music, like, for just in general, like, before coming to college, I was always so like self conscious about like my music taste, just because in
Ugh.
high school, everyone, like all my friends, just like only listen to rap, and like like I listen to rap, like I'm a rap fan, especially like '90s rap, by the way, but Um, but I'm a big fan of alt rock bands like Coldplay, The Strokes, Radiohead, obviously now.
Radiohead.
Like all these bands that isn't hardcore rap, and I used to be like afraid to like express that, but once I got to college, I realized that dude, like there's so many more people out there that share your interests, and like you just
Nah,
gotta
nah.
explore and
You
just
gotta
meet
fit
them.
in.
Like,
You gotta fit in. Just don't do what you like. Fit in. No, I'm playing. Could you imagine? Fuck, that would be the worst advice, bro.
oh my God, dude. Honestly, yeah, I would have followed that if I was younger, because
Dude,
that's
that's what I
all
did all the time. Like, what the fuck do you
it's me
mean?
too. Like
That's
that's like one of my biggest regrets, man.
same, dude. It's like
Is just
wanting
like,
that. It like it fucked my social anxiety so much. Like I couldn't break out of my social anxiety till I moved away and like lived college life. Just like got to live like a fucking my own life just for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I didn't break out of
oh,
social anxiety till that. I
oh
don't know
no, dude,
why, bro.
exact.
It's hard until you have to
Oh
do
no,
shit. It's hard to do shit.
dude, social anxiety is hard, man. I still deal with this shit like every day. Like I feel like everyone has some sort of social anxiety,
Yes,
or just like
no
we all
joke.
deal with it. Like
But
we
some
all
people
we all
don't
get
recognize
nervous
it
talking to
like
new
that.
people. Yeah, like I don't think I'm ever gonna be that like extrovert who goes out and just like expresses my
Same,
gratitude. Like when I meet new people, like
dude.
it's
Same.
I'm never gonna be that guy. Like I'm trying hard to work on that. I think I've gotten a lot better at it over the years, but like I'm trying my best. Go out there, meet a lot more people, and it's honestly kind of working. But I still you get nervous, because
Yeah.
you want to make
You
a good
never.
impression.
The way I see it is, you never get rid of social anxiety. You just find ways to cope with it. Like, and sometimes you find a way that makes it super easy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like you don't
You
even
go
feel
through.
it. But then other times, like you just gotta force yourself, and you're like, nah, can't let it get the best of me. But fuck, sometimes it gets the best of you, and then like that's not even something to be like ashamed of because it happens to
Oh,
everyone, bro.
dude, exactly. It literally happens to everyone. I like, any form of anxiety, any form of, mental issue, whatever it is, like everyone goes through something. Like, and
Yep.
it's just crazy. It's just crazy that, you can never tell with anyone what they're truly going through.
No, no,
Like,
no.
if, you know, all right, so for example, I've gone through, you know, disordered eating habits. Like I've dealt with, eating disorder from time to time, but you would never know. Like,
Dude, like
it's just
especially now. No, no joke.
exactly like you would appreciate that, but no, like you would never. And I still go through it. Like like I still think about it like all the time, but people don't know about that. Like because they wouldn't, because I don't bring it up or anything. Like they just would never guess. Like you really never know what anyone's going through, and
Yeah, dude. Like
like you,
everyone's going through something like real crazy that other people almost couldn't go through. Like that's why I feel like everyone has their own strength, bro. Like someone is stronger than you in one aspect because someone's putting up with something that you couldn't put up with. You know what I'm saying? That would be your breaking
oh,
point. And you're putting up with something that someone else would be their breaking point. And some people put up with a lot more than other people. And I salute those people. Those people are crazy, bro. Like like you know some of them, bro. Like
oh
some
yeah,
people just put up with so much shit and they just go. And I'm
and
like,
they just deal with it, yeah, and like
dude,
yeah,
I'm like
yeah,
low key
definitely.
like a stan of my
Oh,
friends that do that. Like it,
oh yeah, dude, yeah, I tip my hat to them, man, because like I know so many people who've gone through so much tragedy, like
dude,
that I
yeah.
could never imagine going through. Like, like whether it's like, loss of, relatives, close family members, friends, whatever it is. Like I've known so many people who have dealt with loss like that. And like, I tip my hat to them because like fortunately I've never experienced like a great true loss
Or
in my
I've
life.
never I've never like
Like,
seen a true evil. Like some people have
yeah,
faced like true evil, and I'm lucky enough that I've not seen that yet.
exactly.
I
And I
hope
think
not.
sometimes,
I
and I
hope that
think,
I
I don't know
never
about,
will.
oh yeah, me too, obviously. And I don't know about you, but I feel like I tend to take that for granted sometimes. Like, because it's like you don't really think about, oh, what if you don't think about what if I lost this person, because like they're there in the moment, so you don't think about it, and like it's not until after that person's gone. It's not even something as tragic as death. It's something as simple as like friendships parting ways. Like you don't think about it in the moment, but like once it's gone, you're like, wow, like I should have cherished that more. Like I should not taken this thing for granted because it was a beautiful thing. Um,
Damn, you got me feeling down, bro. I
uh,
dude, I've Man, I have fucked up in life, bro. Like I've severed friendships like
But
out of nowhere. But here's the silver lining. Here's the silver lining is that I've learned and I've changed because of what I've done. And
that's what I was gonna say. Like,
it made me
yeah,
stop being an alcoholic. Is like realizing like what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? I went through an
exactly. I think
alcoholic
everyone.
phase. Like that everyone has to go through an alcoholic phase. Dude, I swear to God, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't think that's true. But I
uh,
did, and I'm lucky I went through it early because I'll never drink like that again.
See, exactly. That's what, like that's the whole point. It's like, these things happen to you and you grow as a result of it. Like everything has a deeper meaning, whether you realize it or not.
Dude, it's hard to find the deeper meaning sometimes. Sometimes it's like, damn, I'm sad.
Oh, oh, dude, exactly. And like it takes. There's oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of doubt. Like I have so much doubt sometimes. Like when I think, when I get sad myself, and I'm like, man, like this shit's like really never gonna be okay, isn't it? But you just gotta be like, all right, you know what? Everything should turn out. Like I'm still here. Like everything I've gone through has led me to this point. I'm here. I just got to keep living. You know, just try your best to just get through the situation. I know it would be, it's tough. The shit hurts, but you just gotta, just keep pushing every single day, man. Like that's all there is to it. Like I know, and it's extremely hard. Like there's so many times I'm just like, dude, like this literally just like nothing matters. Like why am I even trying? But
You know what I'm really very, very, very much blessed for
what's that?
is that I think that I probably am one of the worst friends in the world when I be on my shit, and I probably have the best friends in the world because I probably have friends that put up with like the most bullshit out of any friends ever in the world, bro. Like when I get down, you know what I'm saying? But that keeps me up. That keeps me going, bro. And like I feel like I'm in debt to people like that because like dude,
Yeah.
like you're not my babysitter. Like we're adults, but still yet, you know what I mean? I have people that do that. I don't know.
No, that's great. Like it's I think it's all about quality
You're
over
one of
quantity.
them. You're one of them. You know it.
Oh, dude, same to you. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude, isn't it crazy how we've known each other for almost 4 years?
Dude, that is literally wild.
Like,
Like that's
like think
crazy.
about how much has happened. Like,
Think about how
and
much we've
it,
changed. Like
oh, incredible. Like, dude, we were what, 16?
16.
Were we? Yeah, I think we were 16. Well, yeah, if we're
No,
20
I was
now.
15. I'm turning 16. No, maybe I was 16 turning 17.
No, I
Yeah, I
think
was
we were
16
16.
turning
Yeah,
17.
because it was like
Yeah.
early 2017, like
Yeah.
when we first like interacted on Twitter.
Ooh, one
Uh,
more year and we're 21. Ooh.
that's still like being
Ooh.
in like my 20s now. It's just like
Oh, yeah, I hate it.
just like
I
think
feel
about
old, bruh.
like think about where we might be by the end of this decade. Like
Dead.
at the end of our 20s. Like yeah, I mean it could range from
We could really be
having a
dead, bruh.
family to being dead. Like
Oh,
it's
I
just
hope I
crazy.
don't die soon. I was
Like
I thought I was gonna die when I was on acid the other day, bruh. Like did I literally did like accept at a point like damn, this is really gonna be the end, bruh. Like
oh my god,
like damn, bruh. Like I hope that shit never happens again.
dude. Hey, yeah, that's good that you want to be alive.
Imagine imagine like imagine dying but knowing it's happening, bro. Like that's one of my biggest fears.
That's dude, I think about death all the time. Like not, like in a suicidal way, but just like the concept of death just like, trips me out.
Fuck.
Like it really does. Like
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die, bro.
I know, like I really like, stop and think sometimes like, wow, like I'm actually going to die one day. Like
Yo,
like
what
how
is this? The
crazy is
Joe
that?
Rogan podcast, bro? What the fuck? Okay,
Is
so
that is
what do you think? Okay, what do you think happens when the lights shut off? No, I'm playing. I'm playing. Don't answer that, bro.
yeah,
The
yeah,
fuck?
yeah. I prefer not to. It's like I could talk about that for hours.
Dude, I literally could too, but like I feel like I feel like religion and personal theory is something that should stay private and like between friends. Because like
Oh,
that's
no
the most
doubt.
healthy space to have it, is where there can't be toxicity because people understand each other.
Oh, absolutely.
That's my personal opinion. That's why I respect all religion, but I don't like I don't want a religion to try to court me, bro. Like that's it.
You know, personally, I'm not very religious. I mean, I went to church when I was up until I was like 12. I never got confirmed or anything, but uh, yeah, I'm not very religious. But I've heard some controversial takes from religion from several people.
Dude,
But
I feel like the one thing that I can't stand, which I know a lot of religious people aren't, but is blatant hypocrisy. Is like everyone's a hypocrite to some degree or another. Like I'm not saying like hypocrisy in general. Everyone's a hypocrite to one degree or another, dude. You and I are hypocrites. Like you would be a hypocrite to say you're not at some degree. You know what I mean? And
oh yeah,
it's like I just can't stand blatant hypocrisy. Like like I can't stand okay, no, I'm not gonna get into that. That would be too deep for a podcast. I just figured it out. I just figured out. Hell no, that's not somewhere you want to go. You know what I'm saying? But like,
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
just can't stand blatant hypocrisy.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you at all. Um, yeah, I definitely don't blame you for that.
You know what conversations really intrigue me.
What is that?
It's like political or like religious conversations where you and a close friend disagree strongly on a topic and you won't be able to change each other's minds, but you still hear each other out anyway. Because I find like the most interesting takes, like takeaways from the other opinion in those conversations. Like, for example, um, me and one of my really close friends that I will not say, like, we talk about abortion. One of us has one opinion. You know which opinion I have, and he has the
Yeah,
other opinion. And bro, I just can't see the other way. But I'd like to hear the other side, if that makes sense.
dude, you literally just described Twitter.
Dude,
That is that
what?
is literally what Twitter is. Like two people disagreeing on something, and they know that they're not gonna be able to change their minds if they still argue about it regardless.
Oh, well, I'm not talking argument, but like on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like just to hear the other
Okay.
side. When you both know and you understand, like, I'm not going to change his opinion, but we're just going to hear each other out, if that makes
Okay,
sense.
okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like to do that.
yeah, it's like you're generally like interested in what they're trying to say, 'cause, like even though it's a lot different from your own opinion. Yeah, I get that. Like just hearing
Yeah.
the other side of things.
Yeah,
I think that's
because
good.
like
I
I
think
like to try to understand like not only like the feeling behind it, but the psychology behind like decisions or whatnot. Because I feel like almost every opinion is valid. Almost every opinion is valid, bruh. but like,
almost. Yeah, I agree with that.
I just like to find out like why behind opinions that I can't agree with. You know what I mean? Because like
Oh yeah, like yeah, okay.
it's cool.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cool to
great.
know why. Like it's also cool to decipher why you can't agree with stuff, and you can't do that all the way unless you know the other side.
Exactly. I think that's great. That's how you like that. How that's your mindset. Like,
But you can't force those conversations. You got to be real close with those people,
oh,
bro.
it's
It
gotta be
can
now.
it
Oh,
can be
just like this.
ugly, bro.
Oh yeah, shit can get ugly real quick. Yeah.
Like
As
damn,
as Chris Paul once said, shit went bad real quick.
bro. Can you believe we beat the
Uh,
Clippers, bro?
I know. I think the next episode of this, if and when it happens, we got to get someone else from Nuggets on here and just talk strictly Nuggets, dude.
Dude,
Like
it'll be the Nuggets episode of Riggs. Wait, Mordo,
Mordo and Riggs live.
Mordo and Riggs live, dude. Mordo and Riggs live, dude.
Mordo and Riggs live. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if,
Yeah. So yeah, if you're watching this and you're on Nuggets Twitter, you know who we are.
dude.
Just hit us up if you want to be on
Chewy,
if you
answer
want to be on the
me.
pod. What do you say?
He said, I'm
Chewy.
chilling watching the movie. What about you, G? Hope you've been good. I'm gonna ask him if he could be a guest on this podcast.
Yeah, Chewy, hop on the
He's a
pod,
good
man.
guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, hop on the pod next episode. Yes, actually, speaking of which, Reese, my time is up.
Yay! This
I
is a good first episode.
I know this is what 50-ish minutes, right?
And I have to go mix Caleb's stuff, bro.
45. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this is great. Like I think it was a little rusty the first few minutes, but then we really just when we got into some real,
We got in
concepts
the
and topics, it
flow,
really turned
bro.
out pretty natural. Nothing was forced. Just a good conversation.
Okay, but we gotta work on an intro because it's gonna be hard. Every time we gotta do an intro, it's gonna be hard. But we're
I
gonna
know.
figure
Yeah,
it
yeah.
out. We're
I
gonna figure
apologize
it
for
out,
that
bro.
intro.
I'll try it next
Yeah,
time, maybe.
yeah. My intro was terrible.
Hey, we never know, bro.
But
We'll switch off. Maybe we'll even have a
of
guest
course.
intro us, maybe, because like if we can't do
Ooh,
it,
yo, Steve. No,
Steve.
shout out
How's
Jail
Steve
Steve.
doing, dude? I hope he's good. I love
Yeah.
Steve, man. His Marlins, man.
What a
Yo.
dude! I was about to say what a sports year for Steve, dude. The
What
Nuggets
is
and the
sports?
Marlins.
The Titans
I
too.
mean the Titans have COVID, but
The Titans have cold. Poor guys. Okay. Okay. I'm signing off. Let's sign off.
Yep. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it.
We love
See
you.
you guys in the next one.
We love you.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Goodbye. Oh my god. Oh my god.